smart spender. Can I have a volunteer reading the objectives for us? The objectives of the session. Any volunteer?
Okay. To be a smart spender. Our objectives for the day are number one, to distinguish between needs and wants to make wise spending decisions. The second one is to understand the importance of personal savings. And the last one is to learn tools to prioritize spending decisions.
Yes, thank you for that. So our objectives of this section is to distinguish between needs and wants. By the end of this session, we'll be able to know what needs are and what our wants, and then we'll be able to understand our personal savings, and then be able to learn tools to prioritize spending decisions. So we're going to start with a exam called Needs and Wants. So with you on your desk, you've got yellow cards. So you've got an item that is written in your yellow card. So you have to decide if it's a need to you or if it's a want to you. And then you go and stick it to that paper. If you think it's a need to you, you stick it under the needs. And then if you think it's a want to you, you stick it under the wants. So I'll start with this one. You tell us the cards and then you tell us where it fits.
My practice is school.
School.
And where is it underneath?
So school is linked, its needs,
Cash withdrawal.
cash withdrawal, needs, next,
Accommodation.
accommodation,
SIM card.
SIM card, it's a need. Water,
Water, can drink will come in local water.
these are ones.
I don't like to have. If I need to photograph, no problem.
Yes. So the instruction was, according to you, what do you think this is? Is it a want or is it a need to you?
So if I need photograph,
It's a need.
Electricity.
And
So yes, I think it's
Mine is healthcare. It was definitely a need.
Yes, green chili. And then
Let's go to the
I think it's one. And then you make up. It's one.
car.
car. It's a need for you. Yes.
Smartphone and the cinema ticket. So the smartphone is a need for me. And the cinema ticket is a want.
It's a want. So let's take a look at the needs and wants that we've identified. So under needs, we've got cash withdrawal. Do you think it's a need or a want? Cash withdrawal. It's a want. How many are saying it's a want? How many are saying it's a need? Those who are saying it's a need, why are you saying it's a need? Yes.
From the ATM.
Yes, from the ATM.
Is that a need?
It's a need.
Oh,
Why do you think it's a need?
Because our needs and wants for this particular course based on us, or like is the higher ones where we did our needs and wants.
Because if that money is in the bank and I need to pay my rent, you want to pension, it's no longer I want.
That's what
Hence our needs and wants are now for this particular training. They offer the masters direct. Do they similarly?
Like generally, when you need something that you can live without, other things you can put aside depending on how it is. And general money is particularly need something that you don't need without it. So you need it. So all in the have more ones because you can do without.
So
Yes, I don't think.
in the society, I think it's a need because you have to have the money. Because otherwise,
It's not that a good situation.
how when you're not
It's not like what I told her.
yeah, but they don't exist in a vacuum.
Exactly my point. I'm saying without the aid, we don't expect it. I understand the statement. But the need is if we are to put in this room, it's not a vacuum, everything so good. When it goes car, no, you must say yeah in that car. But how more driving because of the to get to the house.
But they are total understanding.
Let me give
As it is now,
Let's-
okay.
let's give Nobu a chance to say what she has.
I think it's a need because in as much as, like she said, in as much as we have cards and equation, what, there are things that we need to buy using cash. No matter how much you've got money in your card, you always need that cash. Even if it's just $1, it's still cash that you need. For instance, for us to combis to go home, we need cash. For my business, I just want to go like say business-wise. For my business, I buy things at the market. No matter how much money I've got in my card, I can't buy anything at the market without cash. So it becomes a need. From my understanding, even if I wasn't there in the morning, a want is something that we can do without. Like totally, like you're saying, you can't do without some things, is it? But I think maybe in other countries, but even in other countries, you can't do without cash in hand. Even if you go to South Africa, with all the bank, whatever digital, whatever that they have, you will still want to buy something with cash. So I think for me, I think it's a need.
I'll take two last ones and then we'll complete this vacation as well. Yes, please.
It's not about that. I don't want tomorrow's yesterday's things and tomorrow's content. Color is falling all time, so it's unnecessary. But can you now live without a phone? Of course, I'll show you. I don't know the context. I'll show you the phone. But how do people communicate with mountain? So mountain is not for. Are you doing it because it's just a need or it's own? You can, but I'm
I'll take just two more last ones and then we'll complete this.
So my point is that there are plenty of alternatives. Instead of buying, you can grow. You know what I mean? Instead of buying vegetables, you can grow. Because you don't need money now. You grow. So
last time I looked at your phone.
before you can communicate that.
Last time they ate something.
Alright, I'll take the last point and then I'll conclude this one.
Well, currently we deal with SIM cards reforms very clearly. But currently, isn't our clients and businesses and all, we need clients, we also need suppliers and stuff like that. So I would need a form, it's a need currently, back then it wasn't a need.
Yesterday is one, but then
But we can technically
technically saying that they have evolved. It's different from back then. Right, so let me try to introduce this pattern. It's about cash being a need or a want. So basically, needs we are saying something that we cannot live without, right? And some are saying I can live without cash withdrawal. Some are saying I can't live without. So needs and wants can they differ according to individuals, according to your businesses. They can differ, right? Someone can say a car is a need for my business to run. I need a car. Some can say I can run my business without a car. I can do the mobile, just order your stuff, and then I just interact with whatever, however you're going to deliver your products to your customers. So I think it needs this one will fall under the needs if now we say this is definitely a need for my business. I cannot live or survive, or my business cannot survive without this. Or me personally, I cannot survive without this, right? And then you've got SIM card, it's under needs. Do we agree? Yes. Why are we facing Yes, no.
I think without a SIM card is what gives us the number. What's a SIM card?
The line, yes.
The line that is the number, isn't it?
Yes.
So, well, like we're saying, it's different, isn't it? For me, I do online selling. So I need a number. I need people to contact me all over the country. So without a number, I can't market my business.
What I've come to accept for this course on, for this course on accept how many needs and wants that are individual. So now I'm agreeing with everything there is a need. I cannot stand up and just go and stick sweet. I didn't believe them either because in a sweet so for this class for progress, I'm not having SIM card with me. Yes. For progress.
So
But for all of us, yes, I'm going to class in economics, yes, masters, sisters, my name now. You're not the choice. You know, was it our needs and wants, how are we defining it? And she was right, according to business. That's how business, according to business, this is not business. But learning life in school is talking. So now, we're not agreeing on the same page. No, it's actually.
So, and then we've got school edit or a one. School edit or a one. It's a need. And then accommodation.
Shelter.
Shelter.
Accommodation is shelter.
Yes.
Shelter is a need.
Is a need. And then camera. Camera made.
For the camera, is a need.
If I'm photography,
It's a need. Yes, people need.
I think we need to like put down essentials for your specific endeavor and then display. Because like the camera is essential for the camera business. I see
wait,
For his business, it's a need. It's essential needs. Essential needs. Our cool. And then we've got water.
That's it.
You can't live without water. And then healthcare. It's a need. And then electricity. That's all. And
I don't have electricity, which means I cannot access my modules, I cannot connect my Wi-Fi. Basically, it's when it stops for me. I cannot charge my yes. As I'm saying, for me, it becomes a need because I need to have my electricity.
Can't you charge your devices near solar?
Yeah, solar I can, but solar is just for 3 hours. The bench that I use is just lasts for 3 hours. I still need to charge. And right now we're going to do that. So meaning that on panels I'm going to fully charge.
Can't you find bigger panels that can I'll take it and come to you. You wanted to talk about,
Talking about, I can't remember, I was talking about the modules. The overall modules just to do with network, right?
Yes, I need to charge.
You will tell them.
Yes, that's baking that they are saying there's solar and stuff. So electricity, even back then, we didn't have electricity, but there was connectivity.
Yes,
Maybe my question is, what is electricity? Because whether we're using solar, all comes back to electricity. Because when you are using solar power, you convert it to electrical power. So what are you saying when you're saying? Are you saying the one that's coming from directly from ZESA? Because ZESA, grid, that's what we're talking about. Or are we talking about the use of electricity?
the ZESA is the grid. And then for food is a need. Yes, we agree. Yes. And then a car.
Sorry, ma'am. Then you apply or go up. Which type of yes, food is food. We have all have to be active. But every day we have done that. Who are you to that? You know.
Good for you to say and then you have for a smartphone. A smartphone is the what?
In this day and age,
It's a need. We agree it's a need. Anyone say they want? So it's a need for our businesses, right? Especially for business, for those that are running their businesses online. And you need to connect to your customers, and then for a car,
it's just personally, I think it's a need, but it's a want.
it's a need. Yes.
her children. She's not going to carry them. No matter what happens, she can't carry them. She needs a vehicle. She's going to need a car. Whether she's going to in-drive, it's a car. At least that's how I'm understanding it. Whether she in-drives, it's a car. Whether she gets a taxi, it's a car. But a car is needed.
Or certain. It boils down to the fact that needs and wants differ according to individuals and their business, and what they require for their businesses to run. If your business needs a car to run, then definitely a car is what? Then under one, we've got a soda can, and then flat screen TV, makeup, and then cinema tickets. We agree these are all ones. So,
On makeup, for a makeup artist, that's
for a makeup artist, that's an essential need for her business. But for us, we want to just look beautiful. It's a what? It's a want. Yeah. So let's move on. So as soon as it's a one. Alright, so as soon as you start earning money or saving money, you've got a responsibility on how you spend it, on how you manage that certain that money that you've actually received. So I'll ask you to go on page 38. So for everyone that receives or pays money, right? They've got a responsibility to manage that money, see how well they spend that money in order to achieve their what? Their goals. And in our previous sessions, we did set our goals, right? So in order for you to achieve those goals, you need what? You need money, and then you need to identify what you need and what you want done, so that you are able to what? To achieve those goals that you have set. So on page 38, and I need you to use your pencils, write your needs. My needs will be, and then you list them, and then how much do they cost, and then there is under wants, what do you want, and then how much does it cost. It's key. understand? So you can give up on some of the ones that you feel like I can live with this, or I can postpone this one. So you can just list things that you feel like you can give up for now, or you give up totally.
I can't give up my wants when my want goes to my needs.
What do you do?
I need so I need to sort out.
So is it a want or it's now a need?
So you give up my needs.
No, you need to give up on your wants. So if this is actually, you've identified it as a want, you don't need to list it under the wants, you need to list it under the what? The needs. So if you notice that once that I actually listed, and actually few maybe they might positively yes, my needs are actually the ones that are costing way higher than what I actually paid. There are ways that you can actually be able to achieve those needs that you wanted. You can increase the sources of income, activities that will generate the money for you. We'll learn about those in the following sessions. But that's just one of the ways that maybe you might look into getting into other activities that generate money for you in order to be able to what? To afford those needs that you want. So are we done? Are we done?
Yes.
Yes. Karen? Yes. Alright, so moving on. People who actually earn money, they are often approached by people asking them to borrow the money, right? How many of us have heard people asking them money? It's in giving us, like this, we can ask someone to get us money because they actually know that person is actually getting paid on the 15th. She's getting paid, then you go and borrow some money from them, or someone can come and borrow some money from you, right? Let's go to case number 1. Someone to read the case of Simba.
One evening, Simba faces an emergency. One evening, Simba said his child falls very ill, struggling with a high fever and worsening symptoms as the afternoon goes on. His wife, Linda, has been waiting for Simba to come home from the mining site, confident he'll bring back enough money for the medicine, just as he promised her that morning. However, Simba arrives late and empty-handed. The local buyers at the mining site offered him a poor price for the gold he brought in, leaving him without the funds he expected. Worried for their child's health, Simba and Linda took time to their neighbors for help, asking to borrow enough money to buy the necessary medicine from a nearby pharmacy.
Thank you. Let's shower Kanya. So what happened to Simba? What happened to Simba? What happened to Simba?
Simba failed to get money from his goal.
He failed to get the money. why didn't you put money aside? Why? Yes. Why? Why? Didn't have money saved up and yes, that's
Maybe you prioritize wants and needs.
one over his needs.
Maybe that salary was more.
Remember, it's a goal, it is a artisan man, Aporopolis. Yes, David. Sorry, how's what? Technician. Okay. So why do you think it is the same? Or Oma proposal, why do you think they same? Because most of them they don't.
Send to mom. The business proposal is not consistent, so sometimes they get money, sometimes they don't. So maybe they get, then they stay for 8 months, but getting the goal. Means whatever is saved is back. Because they don't need the goal every time.
Here.
It says that management already done. So every time they take his management, they take it, so it is not necessary.
So the money he receives is of the loan, right? What do you think Simba could have done? What do you think it could have done? It should have saved for emergencies. What else do you think? Medical aid. Hey, so now we're on watch, right? What else? Migrate to another country. Not a solution. income from the other countries, right? That could be a solution, but you need to understand or research about before you migrate. Because in some countries, maybe you end up feeling lonely, sort of depression, issues to do with depression, and see what
I was just saying the one, but now that I have a background, I think Siva is poor management. He's got 5 kids, 7 kids. And he's also finishing his mind. I think in terms of imagine his 2-year-old, 3-year, 4-year, and 5-year-old, they're all going to school. So they won't have
Then there's the wife.
So you need to make
I just saw it now.
Before maybe
This one is the
So, management in the outside, management, they don't communicate languages. So when it comes to finances, families need to communicate and so we are seeing issue of e-management and saving for emergencies. It could have saved for emergencies. So it's important as individuals to save up something for your emergencies. The kid is now hurt or is sick, you have something saved up on the side to cater for those emergencies. Let's move on to case number 2 on page 40. Someone will read.
Elsa's Elizabeth's friend had a problem. Elizabeth's close friend Elsa recently shared the travel situation with her. Elsa has been responsible paying off a loan from a financial institution every month, but last month she fell ill and couldn't make the payment herself. She asked her husband to take care of it, assuming everything would be fine. However, a few days later, the institution contacted her to inform her that the payment hadn't been made. Confused and worried, Esther confronted her husband. That's when he admitted that he had used the money for gambling, believing he would win and double the amount, but instead he lost it all. Now Elsa is in debt, facing overdue payments, and she feels frustrated and unsure how to the financial means he has been cost.
Thank you. Let's show our hair. So in your opinion, why didn't Elsa or the husband save some money aside?
This is the next one, if they borrow anything.
Okay.
But also, maybe I'm just projecting, but also from contextual clues from our text now, we see that the husband has a sort of habit of gambling. So maybe they can't save, because whatever money is coming, Mr. Elsa's going to take.
Probably the husband is a gambling problem. What else? What else? Yes, David. You were not listening.
So they can't have an
The husband.
However, Georgia Test gave the name as I said, the story to one manager in the cousin, which is $600. If she can mind the look at it, she gave it. They how do I do? What about heroes?
So it's poor decisions, eh?
They also take federal something extra money.
Alia?
Something that they don't share the same goals, because if the husband understood the main aim of the wife introducing him and paying back every again, so like when I prioritize it, say, I have to pay this back, this will pay.
So they don't share the same goals. Remember in the morning when we were setting our goals, we set our personal and our family goals, and we highlighted that this is important for you when you're setting your family goals or your personal goals. You need to communicate with your family members, get that support system for you to be able to what? To stick to those goals and achieve those goals. What do you think they should have done? And another issue is on Elsa's issue, I think the issue of the husband taking money. When you are not the one who's actually earning that money, it is important for you to actually handle someone's money responsible. If you are the wife who's handling finances at home, be able to handle that money in what responsible. And in Siva's story, they used to go and borrow money from others. And the neighbors may have refused and said, "You do not have the money to borrow. You want?" Or even to you, you can, someone can come and say, "Can you borrow me money?" You have the right to say, "I can't," because you need to consider what? Your goals as well, your needs and
I think this woman can also have found an alternative payment method, maybe online or some other mobile banking, what which might have
Yes. Another thing is another payment method instead of because you are not able to actually go and make the payment, you need to find someone. You can find another means of making what? A payment, which is another topic for another session that we will cover during this course. So in your page, I want you to discuss. We have seen the importance of savings highlighted from the both cases. So in your page, I want you to discuss what savings are. Are they a need or are they a want? Are savings a need or a want? Are savings a need or a want? what to pay. So savings are important because they will help you cover the unforeseen events. So now, oftentimes we are approached by people to borrow us money, or we've got an obligation. We feel like we've got an obligation to aid someone or to give family members money, right? So who influences you and spending your money? Who are the people that actually influence us in making spending decisions? Your friends, girlfriends, and girlfriends and boyfriends. Alia.
So say in Africa, in our African setup, they're paying you to Africans when you are obliged to take care of another business needs.
Families.
More than one they'll make sure
They expect you to spend something on them.
look at that.
Take care of your themselves on first born, which is just your duty.
Exactly.
Once you become a first born, you become a provider by nature.
So,
And
health
health is by
health influences us. What else influences you to spend money? The economy. The pressure from your needs and wants. Okay? Yeah, the state economy. That's it. What's your needs? some of these expectations from your family members or from your churches that you have mentioned. Come up with, create like a scenario, a statement that you might say to them, or what you may do to avoid these expectations. Or to achieve these expectations. Yes. So you must give all your mind to your family. I'll give this to you and then we discuss possible solutions. And then we've got health care. And then we've got lend friends to set up a business. And then spend on unnecessary luxury. So give them then you can't, so they have to agree to these terms. Okay? Advise them to look for investors.
That's equal to
Sorry? Yes, they've come to you to ask for that.
Well, maybe they can't, like,
And now we, then I can't get so if they can't offer, agree to these terms, then they should go somewhere else.
yes.
Okay. Next group, give all your money to your family. Give all your money to your family.
So, actually, we come up with a solution that, first of all, we have to make your own clear,
What?
your own what you can actually do, send to them. For example, maybe we can say, I mean, I'm not paying what are you all interested in. That's it. That's where my family.
So you tell them what you can cover. So you need to be clear on what you will do for the money. I'm only giving you this much, and I'm only paying for this and this and this. And be clear on that. It's a good one. What else?
You can also start
Start up a family business for them. What else?
or simply you can just like
They know you're a teacher. They think they don't deserve a team. So you can't lie. They know how much teachers are getting paid. You know how much police officers are deduction. So you lie to the deduction, they what. So you're saying you have to lie.
Oh, that's such a
That's not smart.
not lie exactly, but not tell them exactly what, like, they should know how
same
much.
figure.
If they get 400,
To cut hours.
Because they want more of your salary, so. For you to protect
You
yourself.
want to know the benefit.
So you don't give them all the information. Yeah, don't give them all the information.
I think for that, I think you can give the information and there's no harm in that. But be clear with them. I am getting this much, you know that, but I am able to give you this because I need to cover what? For my needs as well. I've got goals that I need to achieve, so I should not give you all the money that I can, right? So you communicate and be clear with your family members. And spend it on healthcare.
That one, that agreeing with yourself, let's say it's your mother or father, like I know what I can do with the medical aid. Then you find inside, you KK premium, which is okay, you can say that you have benefit. If there's any maintenance, it's just your tolerance.
So that's saving our money on medical aids for their bills and medication, and that's all. Alright. Showers to every group that is presented, and then we would spend it on spend on unnecessary things. And what else?
Having an honest conversation with yourself on the consequences and make sure you can deal with it. It's fine.
And you get the consequences, and I had other solutions that I picked. So let's take a look at them and see what they've given out. I think on family, I think we can add on the make it clear, yes, communication, make it clear how much you want you are going to spend on the money. And then we've got spend it on healthcare, save up some money and save up money on the side. And then friends, I think partnership, advice, and look for investors on giving as well as do the same as you do Uma families. And tell them this is how much I'm going to give you. And agree on that on the loan. And when it should be paid. And then I've got on spend on luxuries and family ceremonies. You can even postpone some of the events and let them know and can't afford this for now. And maybe they say maybe you talk to Nambeni or your auntie or your father. They set a date and you do not have the money, but they expect you to actually fork out money for that event. Let them know I do not have the money currently. Let's postpone it. So you cover them in the. We are now financially stable. No, we do not. Postpone or wait for you until you like banana. So thank you for this exercise. Let's show ourselves. So we're going to play a game. I'll need you to stand up and come and form a safety here, and we play the game. So I will pass it over to someone and then we will finish this stage and then I'll give you an example. For me to be a smart spender, I need to cut out on unnecessary ones. And then I pass the ball to you and then you say that statement, put an answer. For me to be a smart spender, I need
spender, I need to be honest about my intentions and my goals.
Thank you. David.
I need to think,
For me to be a smart
for
spender.
me to be a smart spender, I need to think through every purchase before I purchase. Use it as an asset when I purchase.
Thank you. For me to be a smart spender.
For me to be smart spender, I need to for me to be a smart spender.
Come to you.
For me to be a smart spender, I need to live according to my means.
Yes. Live according to your means.
For me to be a smart spender, I need to make up savings for myself.
Yes.
For me to be a smart spender, I need to draw a line between my needs and wants.
Identify your needs and your wants.
For me to be a smart spender, I need to have a clear goals, clear needs and wants.
Set your goals clear.
For me to be a smart spender, I should be able to say no in some areas of requests and not prioritize my needs.
Yes. Thank you for that. Prioritize your needs and be able to say and be confidently be able to say, no, I can't do this for now.
Again, sir. For me to be a smart spender, I need to plan what I need to do. Yeah. I think most of it is
Then you need to plan. We did the plan, the savings plan earlier.
And then for me to be a smart spender, I need to give some necessary things to wants and prioritize.
Prioritize.
for me to be smart spender, I need to sacrifice my wants for my needs.
Sacrifice your wants and cover your needs.
For me to be responsible, I need to be educated about my child.
Yes. Be educated on your financials. Stay on debt. Yes.
For me to be a smart spender, I need to have a savings account and less cash in my wallet so that I avoid unnecessary spending.
Yes. Thank you so much. Shout out to the group. Thank you.
I get the more that together.
Yes, you do it.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much. You will do that. She knows that. Alright. So thank you so much for participating in this session. We have learned about ways of coming to the smart spender for us to achieve our what? Our goals that we set for ourselves. As we conclude the sessions, always remember to plan. Plan as a smart spender, you need to plan for your goals, plan for your savings, and also identify your needs and wants and prioritize on those needs. And then you also need to know that the money that you are actually paying, and the moment you pay money, you've got choices to make. How are you